streets, leave it in the street, case on the news.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 6:30.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
319. Uncle, over here.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. First down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, you should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Undercrush. Check on the west. Alert. Hey, Delta.
They go play action with Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
I got one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Get the ball.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards on the ground. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Back normal. Jim. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Jump out. Kill. Turn up. All right. Kill. Turn up. Watch the shit.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Blue 58. Check 59. Right now. You got 58. Quick dance, quick dance. Go. Kill. 49, check 49. Tighten up.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Here we go.
Rodgers now to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Blue 58. Hey, they're scared.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Squeeze, double.
Trubisky will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 93. Hey, exit.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
And the Bears, first down.
Hey, 18.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, 18. We want it. Come on. Whip. Watch out.
Now it's Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flush to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
They're not ready for this.
Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
To throw is Rodgers. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First down 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. 59.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's. Hey, zoom.
Here's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Montgomery. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky going deep this time for Miller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, alert, 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 alert!
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now Trubisky to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Open man there is Patterson, complete. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you.
They'll run with Montgomery. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Trubisky, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Eric Saubert, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
18.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
Cut. 18. Rush in. Red, touch. Blue. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They go play action with Trubisky. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And taken right at the 35. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges.
Blue.
Check.
18.
They go play action. Trubisky letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the ready.
Check, 59, 59. Watch the pass.
On first down, Boyle. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Looking to throw. Boyle. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Valdez-Scantling. A gain on the play. And the Packers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Go.
Back to throw. Boyle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Ricky. Protein spill. Hey, Alpha. Ready.
Off the play fake. Boyle. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Get your swarm on.
Go.
Banjo. Hey, 58 is a mic.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Boyle. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Crosby for the point after.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
58, Packers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's 2nd and inches. At the Packers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.